Hey guys, Vivan here. I'm one of the co-founders at OpenOS, and in this video, I'm going to show you what users can do with OpenOS. So the first one is users are able to query their database using natural language. So this is an example of a query. So let's say I do get data, list of users, and I press enter. It's going to convert the natural language to SQL and then pull out the data from my database from me. The second one is the ability to create reports. So let's say I want to know what my user acquisition is. I can just type in user acquisition, press enter, and again, it's going to populate the data real time from my database and give me the information. But the real interesting part of the platform is the no code predictive analysis. So let's get into that. So let's say I want to build a predictive model. I can build a predictive model to predict user churn, to predict conversions, to predict retention of users, or even the frequency of particular actions. So let's say I want to build one for conversion. So here I'm building a model and I'm going to call it test model. And I want to predict if new users coming from Facebook performing the sign up event on my platform will also do a purchase event within the next 180 days. By just simply typing that and then hitting build the model, the model gets built on our platform within 24 hours. Very similarly, you can build it for churn and retention and frequency of various actions as well. The real exciting one is that what results you get once these models are built. So let's look at one example. So this model, the one that I had built a little bit earlier, is showing for each new user that is coming from Facebook, the likelihood that an active customer, where I've defined active as somebody who's watching a workshop or attending a workshop at least once every week on my platform, will stop performing the event over the next 30 days. So I want to know if users are just going to stop watching my workshops within 30 days. So what the model does then is for every user that's coming in on a particular day, so every new user, it's going to show me these predicted results. So for example, today it's showing that there were 80 users that came in. The predicted churn for these users is 71%. That means, out of 80, 71% will churn out of my platform. And then when the ends, it also shows the actual churn, which in this case was 66%. That means the model was about 5% off from the actual value as well. The other real interesting thing is that it also shows you what are the characteristics, features, or events that might be causing churn for your users. So, for example, in my case, it's showing that device price, location, and email verified have really strong causations for user churn. I can also click on these and also see how there's a distribution of churn for different device prices in this case and the different cohorts of users at each point of that distribution as well. What the platform also does is that it also looks at all the new users that came in today and also cohorts them into different categories that it thinks would be valuable to me as an individual. So in this case, it's cohorted by campaign, it's cohorted by devices, it's also cohorted by cities as well. And then it shows me the number of users in that cohort, the predicted churn, the actual churn, and the deviation between the two as well. So this way, you can build out your own predictive models for churn, retention, for frequency of events, alongside a few other things. And using this information, you can optimize your paid campaigns. You can optimize your product flows, and your customer success teams can know which cohorts and individuals to reach out to. Would love to have you test out the product, and if you have any questions, shoot them my way. Thank you.